Welcome back. Mythra 13 here. I'd like to thank Plastic Sporks. Thank you for subscribing. Also Vic E or Vic I Tor. Thank you. And Underworlder 55. Thank you, the three of you, for subscribing. And it's been a while since I made a video for Minecraft, but here's the reason. I'm on a brand new world. And basically all of the mod stuff that I was using before, I'm starting from scratch. So the only thing I brought with me is my castle, the non-mod materials and items that were in it, and of course my Doggy Talents dog Mister, and the 3 horses that I had in the dungeon. I think there's the dogs are still down there too, but they're not trained. And so I have Mister here. I couldn't leave my pets behind. Let's see if he'll protect me from this evil leopard. It wants to attack me. Maybe it doesn't. Looks like it's distracted. But anyways, I wanted to go more into adventure, an adventure style in my Let's Play. He's protecting me. So I took out the mods that were more for industrial, that were more in line with the Technic pack. Actually, some of the mods that were directly actually in the Technic pack, and I based it more around the mods that are in the Yogg box. I'd already done some textures in my New Realism and Dark Realism texture pack to be compatible with the Yogg box, and it kind of inspired me to just overhaul what mods I was using. So there's a few that are still in there from before, but a lot has changed, and it took me a while to get it all working where I was happy and having no crashes and that sort of thing. But all in all, I think I'm happy with it now. No, I started with Millionaire as one of the mods, but my laptop is not really a gaming laptop, so Millionaire is probably not the best for me to use. On one hand, when you load new villages with it, it does cause a good amount of lag until they're loaded, and that I can get around occasionally having lag spikes, but really, I mean, the whole point is for you to gain reputation with villages and build them up in population. But if you do that when you get quite a few people in Millionaire, it tends to be pretty RAM demanding and really slow your stuff down. I mean, from what I've read anyway, I've never played far enough into the mod to actually encounter it, but from what I understand about it, I believe it to be true. But as you can see, the test certificates are no longer test certificates, they're humans, and that's one of the mods that I've installed. It overhauls all of the people. This is called Minecraft Comes Alive, so we'll be getting into that. And like I said, I'm basically starting over as far as where my character is. I do have a good amount stashed inside my castle, but I figured I'd just come out and, you know, start off from basically where you'd be if you started off in the world. And of course I can go into my castle and get stuff as I need it, but I'd figure I'd come out and start an adventure. And I don't have Tale of Kingdoms, so there's no more going into the kingdom and buying everything and anything I need. And like I said, I don't have Millionaire, but I did try to include as many mods as I felt comfortable with as far as adding NPCs and kind of bringing it to life. Where Millionaire ordinarily, I mean, if I had a gaming computer, I would use it for sure because it is my style, you know. Going to the village, trading with them, helping them increase their population, like you saw in my Let's Play earlier on when I built houses for the testificates. And I will be able to do that for this village too, only I unfortunately had to remove the goblin mod because that was just, well, if anyone has watched my series, you know pretty much the reasoning behind that. And I did try a couple of fixes that would have changed the spawn rates, as I'm still on Minecraft 1.2.3. They would have changed the way the goblins spawn, but none of them worked out, so I figured I'd just go with quite a large selection of mods that I do actually have and I'm using. But I guess I'll have to start with some basic tools until I get some stone. And I don't think I'll need much more than the wooden pickaxe. Maybe I'll make the shovel too. Got to get down to the stone. But yeah, it promises to be a fairly more adventure-based Let's Play from this point on. I think that's what more of my viewers out there, that more of you enjoy, is me actually mining and going out and hunting down mobs and all of that. And for one, the Tale of Kingdoms mod didn't lend itself very well to that, except for at the very beginning. But once I'd reached the point where I could just go buy anything I wanted, I mean, why explore, why gather materials? And now that I have my fortress built, I have plenty of space for actually storing the stuff once I do go out and get some. And there are several mods that I'm using that I've never used before, so I'll have the exploration of those mods to look forward to. And I have my dog here to help make sure I stay alive. But yeah, there's several that I'll be able to feature as I play. Like I said, that I've never played before. Minecraft comes alive, for one. It, like you saw, turns the villagers into humans, and a lot of them that are directly from the Og box, because I built it based on the Og box, and then kind of started with their list and crossed off ones that I just didn't want to use, and then crossed off ones I didn't find working very well for me. Unfortunately, Thomcraft or Tomcraft, I'm not sure how you pronounce that one. Although it's a really awesome looking mod, and it does add some really cool adventure items and really neat stuff that I wanted to use. I tried it repeatedly, and I kept ending up with the same. Unfortunately, I couldn't include that as much as I wanted to. I think the one that you get when you install the Og box, because I did install that when I was making textures for my texture packs. I did actually install it as you get from their self-installer, and I think it runs fine in that version, or that build or setup or installation, whatever. I don't think I ran into the error ever, but when I had installed it myself, you know, different times, trying it different ways, I still would get that same error, and I couldn't figure out a fix for it. But not too big a loss. I still, like I said, I have several mods that I am using. There's Treecapitator, I think it's called, Treecapitator. All I gotta do is chop that bottom one and get the whole tree. Now it doesn't work with the leaves here because, again, I'm using Zai's farming mod. I was really happy to be able to get that to work with everything else I was using. I don't see any apples or saplings dropping. The dog's pushing me around. So again, if I run into ones that I have not installed properly or aren't working, I will either get them working or uninstall them as I go. Let's see if I can get a sapling, because these should drop apples or saplings. And I see neither. That was the second apple tree I've tried. Try an orange tree now, where it gets dark. Oh yeah, my cooked fish. You still got a lot of cooked fish. Okay, let's get this tree. Hopefully it'll drop an orange, and then I'll at least know that one of the fruit trees is working. So far, it's a no-go. I might have to get into that mod and figure out why it's not dropping any. Because it should. Oh, unless it's changed. It might be. I actually think the mod has changed since an earlier version. And it may be that the trees actually drop the fruit beneath them, and you don't get them from smashing the leaves. I think that's actually the case. Oh, nice to get all these eggs. Yeah, I think that's what's going on with that tree. Wow, I used up that stone sword like so fast. I'll have to start a farm too. Farming is one of my more favorite things to do in the game. So between adventuring and mining, I will definitely be farming. Got, like I said, Zai's farming mod adds several kinds of crops and trees. And I also added another mod that lets you grow cocoa trees in order to get cocoa beans. So that one will be fun. I've never used that one. Like, I like to use farming mods as long as they don't go too far and add too much as far as foods and crops. Like a good balance of a few, but not too many. So Zai's farming mod does tend to be my favorite of the ones that are out there right now. I've used it pretty steadily since I first found it. Maybe back in 1.8, I think, in beta still. But there's quite a bit I'll be able to do with all the mods I have ready to go now. I have I think it's Minecolony, and there's several like that I'll have to actually look at how to actually get them started. Now this one here, the Minecraft Comes Alive, I think all I'd have to do is have some gold, and I could get these two to marry each other. I'm not going to marry him off to anybody. He's scary. I don't care if he is a butcher. He needs to change his apron once in a while. Wash his hands at least. Oh, people, please. But yeah, all of the the people that I got in there before me have different jobs, just like the testificates do. But it actually says what they do. So she's Stephanie the farmer. And who do we have over here? Russ the farmer. So these two could get married. I might marry them. Basically, you take gold and make it in a circle, or a square, basically, in the crafting bench, and it makes a ring. And then you give it to each of the two that you want to get married, and they'll get married. It's like an arranged marriage, and you get to play matchmaker. And the purpose of that is that once you do that, they actually can have a child, and you can grow the population of the village in that way. But the Minecolony, I think you can actually have NPCs that will build for you. So I got to get that one going where I can actually get them to build some more houses in this village. Somebody just asked me if I'm new. Okay. And of course I have the battle towers and better dungeons. So there's a battle tower. Not really suited up for that. I need to go in and get some leather armor, I think. Maybe just drop off the food I have. Let's see, I still got a lot of arrows. But as I think I've said before, I don't usually use arrows. I'd rather just go at them with a sword. But I do have Balkon's weapon mod, and that's one I'm looking forward to using, because you get the battle axe and spears and all kinds of cool weaponry. Let's see here. There's my potion stand, my enchantment table. Oh, there we go. Leather armor. Make up some leather armor here. But What? No, you're a werewolf, dude. You so can't be in here. I got an achievement, yay. See that dog? I got an achievement. He was a monster, I knew it. Okay, leather pants. Their vest. Oh, it's a tunic. Leather tunic. And another cap, I think it is. There it is. Okay, like drop a first of the leather. Put this on. I look like a ninja. There we go. And let's make well, let's see. Some iron. Let's make an iron sword. A couple of them actually. So I don't have all of the I don't have the ruby, sapphire, emerald, the things that I usually make swords out of with the red power mod. Another cool one though is the more fuel, where you can use like your old tools and stuff for fuel. I think that one's pretty awesome. There we go. Bring up that old shovel, burn that one. Yeah, that's got to be one of the coolest mods I've seen. Good way to get rid of your old materials when you can just throw them in the furnace. Okay, picks. Make one of those. Make an iron axe. There we go. So I have all these diamond stuff. I ain't gonna get into that until I actually find some diamonds. Sweet. So like you could use a pickaxe up to its like last use and then throw it in there. That's awesome. Okay, my dog might be hungry. There you go. I think he can eat fish now. I leveled him up to where he can eat fish. So I got fish on me enough for both of us, I think. Maybe I should get some zombie meat. He can eat his own stuff and I'll have mine. Yep. Oh no, stone. Okay. So you can't use a stone axe, but you could use just get rid of that. Figure out where did I leave the zombie meat? Zombie meat. There it is. Rotten flesh. Yum. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay, come on, dog. Could at least look at this tower. Watch for the stingrays. Don't touch them. Yeah, it's so much easier. I've watched a few videos of people playing and going in these towers. So much easier to just go in here during the day. And then there's like nothing fighting you. Kind of funny that way. Got these big doorways in the each side or windows or whatever they are. Okay, let's just leave the chests. I got plenty of the chests. Just get the stuff out of them. Yeah, I heard you. I heard you. There we go. That one. Oh, where'd you come from? It's too bright for you to spawn. What are you doing? Okay. So I think the stuff's supposed to get better as you go up. I'm not sure. I do think that that might be the case. So hopefully. So far I'm not impressed with what I've found. Alrighty. Keep going. Oh, come on you guys. Get him, dog. Haha, forgot I had him. forgot I had him, my killer pooch. Mushrooms? Yeah, I don't mind if I do. I'll take those. Mushroom stew or something. Yeah, it's definitely getting better because an iron sword is better than anything I've found so far. Yeah, I tried to use the RPG health mod, but it wasn't working with my setup, with everything else I got going. For some reason. Because it's kind of cool, you can start with just like the 3 hearts and get stronger as you... Oh, not cool. Oh, and I forgot to bring a chest with me. Oh. So I'm not using the keep items at death that I see a lot of people are using inside of the Yogg box. I think that's a little bit too easy in my opinion, because like someone pointed out, you can pretty much just go exploring and then when you're ready to go home, just commit suicide and then you get back to your house without losing anything. Or like I died right there, there's no real hurry or rush or reason to go back even if you get to keep all of your items. But I do like to use the death chest mod. So like I've featured before, as long as you have a chest in your inventory, if you die you can just come back and it's all in the chest. But I didn't happen to have one on me at the time. I forgot about it. So I do have to get back. I think it's a 5-minute time period during which your stuff will all be there. You can get back. Okay, so what happened to the skeleton? Hey, there you, come here. Try that trick with me. Put my armor back on. Yeah, so as long as you don't fill your inventory to the point that it won't all fit in the single chest, you're good with this mod. And I do prefer it over just getting to keep everything, because that wouldn't leave much, or at least quite as much reason to actually keep yourself from dying. There we go. So you hungry yet, dog? Come back. Come back. Holy, 60, I'm at level, what the heck? How am I level 65? That is insane. Maybe I didn't install something right. 65? God, I'm going to have to go through my mods and figure out why I got 65 already. That is not right. Oh, was this one? Was it this level? Yeah, it was this one where I got this skeleton got me here and then I fell. Okay. 65, that's just crazy. 67. Oh. Oh. So at least all my stuff is there. It's in the chest waiting for me. That's a good mod. That makes it pretty fair, I think. I got a good reason to go back, but I'm not too worried about running out of time or something like that happening. This stuff's taken care of at least. It's neat. And that's like I said, you end up with a full inventory and then you're going to have something sitting on the ground. And I'm not sure how well it works if you're in like lava. If you die in lava, I don't know. Because I know I've noticed that chests don't necessarily burn from lava, but I don't know if the mod will actually create a chest in the lava or how that will work. But they really got on me that time. I set in a bunch of them. Must have been falling from above or something. I can just get back. Well, there we are. Okay, so that's what didn't. Let's hurry up and get rid of these spawners. I'm in trouble with those. There we go. Oh, there's not as much hurry. Oh, my dog took care of something for me. Yeah, where were you last time when I just died? Crazy dog. No excuses. They just like totally massacred me. Oh, you're gonna push me down in that hole, huh? Remember how you were with the lava. No, I'm kidding, he's good. He hasn't killed me yet. A couple of times where I thought he could have saved me, but they're handy. I think he's gonna really shine with the mod setup I got now, with these battle towers and stuff, because I've been watching some people play and they're just like insanely hard. Kind of why I wanted the RPG mod with the like having less health is just for the challenge of actually having to start with only 3 hearts. Try to take on some of this stuff that's like crazy. Okay, cool. So how can I get? See how this looks. I'll just keep my leather for now. We can get rid of flowers. There's not much use in that. Take ladders over flowers. Am I there yet? Am I close? It's going to be a long video, but as I'm ushering in a new phase of my mods and mod use, I don't know how to say it, but starting to use different ones, I think I will let it, oh, diamond hoe. I will let it be a longer video. I'll have to come back for this stuff. Can't get it all, but I'm not going to leave it. Go up, up, up. Is this still going? Wow. Gotta get these things out of the way. That might be the final floor. I don't see any holes in it. Oh, and the stuff in this chest. Holy cow. Well, there's my diamond gear. Dang. Full set of diamond already. And then I think, yes, okay. So up here is the evil Gone dude. He's like spazzing out his head. Okay. I have a plan for how I'm going to fight him. But I also have to get these treasure chests. Or get the stuff back to my castle. So I'm going to leave for now, and in the next episode I will be back and ready to take on the Golem of the Tower. I don't know what he's really called, but I'll call him the Golem of the Tower. And thank you for tuning in on this episode, and I think we're going to have a lot better time with the new setup and the new world. Brand new world to explore, a lot more features, and hopefully a more adventurous themed Let's Play from this point on. That seemed to be the consensus amongst most of my subscribers, is that they wanted to see more adventure, more mining, and of course I can't go without having a farm, so I'll also be farming. But thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, take care, everyone.